Good morning, friends. We're just starting it's Wednesday today. And so for breakfast, I'm just gonna take you guys along today for a full day of food. And it's just about breakfast time. So sitting on the counter here, oh, I see, okay. I made English muffins for breakfast, sourdough English muffins a couple of days ago. I was just looking at this bag and I was like, why does it look so full? I see. I also made biscuits the next day, and Andrew or one of the kids must have put the biscuits into this bag too. So English muffins, biscuits, all sourdough recipes. That will be for breakfast. We'll do bananas too. I did groceries yesterday, so we have lots of fruit. I'm gonna have, what?
You want me a banana?
You just finished eating an apple, didn't you? You're fine then. That's probably enough fruit for you. Actually, let's do yogurt too. Okay, so toast, yogurt, fruit. I'm gonna have my protein smoothie. I used to have this smoothie every single day, or like 6 out of 7 days. I would say I probably have it, oh, I don't know, I probably still have it 2/3 of the time. I do have it most days. And then a little bit later on today, we are also going to the beach. So I'm gonna pack, well actually probably as soon as breakfast is done here, I'm gonna start packing a picnic lunch for us. And that is how our day is starting. I do see that Wesley is still in his pajamas. You're still eating your apple. Okay, as soon as your apple is done, I want you to go get dressed. Summertime, things get a little bit out of hand. Our routine is definitely very different from during the school year, but I'm like, no, you guys still should all be dressed before breakfast. Just get dressed, make your bed, we'll have breakfast, and then we have some chores and whatnot after breakfast. I also have this sitting on the counter. I'm gonna open it because it's been a while here. It's been cooking. The lighting is terrible right now. I should have turned on some more lights before filming, but it is some chicken stock. We had chicken for dinner last night, a whole chicken. And so right after dinner, I just stuck the chicken carcass into the Instant Pot with water and carrots and onions and salt and pepper and parsley and apple cider vinegar. So when I turned it on, I turned this timer to 24 hours. We're down to 9 hours now. I have always made chicken stock on the stove and I love doing it that way. And I know that you can do it in the slow cooker, but I always figure, well, if it's not broken, don't change it. And so that is, you know, I make it on the stovetop. It turns out amazing. The house smells so good. I enjoy doing that. But on these hot days, my goodness, it's nice to not have something going on the stovetop for hours during the day. So I thought I would try this slow cooker method. This is my second time doing it now. And wow, I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't know if I will go back to the stovetop because you don't have to touch this. When it's on the stovetop, I'm stirring it once in a while. Well, not really, but kind of checking on it or adjusting the temperature. In the Instant Pot, I just leave it. I don't touch it for 24 hours. It doesn't, the aroma doesn't quite fill the house like it does on the stovetop, and I do love that in the winter, so we'll see. But I am loving, that's just such an amazing method for making chicken stock. Here's what I do for breakfast. I sliced up a bunch of the bread here, got out some yogurt, got out some bananas. Then the kids can come and make their own breakfast, but everything's just really easy and ready for them. I don't know about all these books right alongside food. What are you guys talking about?
We have a book. I know. A series of unfortunate events.
Oh, gotcha.
It's kind of weird and it's very interesting. Not happy.
Yeah, the boys really like those books. A series of unfortunate events.
Charity read them because they're very interesting.
And Charity doesn't really.
No, I read them. I read them sometimes because they're interesting, but I don't like them. I definitely know it. I think they're just scary.
Okay, after breakfast, Elijah, I want you to wash the dishes, and Simeon, you can dry dishes.
Okay.
After lunch, it'll be the girls, okay? And then I want you to look at the board and work on what your tasks are for the day. So up on the board here, Yeah, and so today, because sometimes you guys forget pajamas on your bedroom floor or you forget to make your bed, that's what bedroom chores is. Like quick cleanup of your bedroom floor, making sure there's no pajamas or clothes or, you know, hair elastics, whatever on your floor. Okay, and then Wesley, right after breakfast, you can have your bath. I'm just about to run the Vitamix here with my smoothie ingredients. So at the bottom I've got almond milk, I've got cottage cheese, some frozen strawberries, whey vanilla protein powder, and a scoop of collagen. If you want extra protein in your breakfast, obviously the protein powder adds protein, but also the cottage cheese. Cottage cheese has a good high protein content and it makes your smoothie really nice and creamy too. I'm looking at this mug. This is my smoothie mug every single day. And look at that, Vancouver 2010. I still remember buying these cups. Andrew and I bought, we have 2 of them. We still have both. I was pregnant with Elijah and it was just before the Vancouver 2010 Olympics. I don't know what it is about these glasses because we have other glasses that break and these ones, they hold up. So there's my breakfast. I will probably end up, I'm eating later than I should be having breakfast. I almost don't even want to tell you what time it is. Should I tell you what time it is that I'm having breakfast? It's 10 o'clock. It was just after 9 when the kids started eating. And usually it's about 9 that I eat. I don't know why this morning's gotten away from me, but 10 o'clock I'm having breakfast. So I need to drink this as I start prepping lunch because we're meeting with friends at the beach at 11. We'll have lunch there. Yeah. I just talked this morning about summer routines. Our summer mornings are definitely not, they're a little bit slow. Let's just say that. Not that we necessarily sleep in. This morning, Simeon was up before 7. I woke up about 7 o'clock and then the other kids rolled out of bed. It was close to 8. But listen, we are having like 10 o'clock bedtimes regularly. So they all got up at about 8. And yeah, I would say it takes us a little while to get into summer routine. So at the beginning of summer, we have late nights, but the kids are still in the habit of getting up early. And so they get really tired because we're kind of pushing both ends. And it takes, I would say, a good month of them staying up till 9:30, you know, at least every evening before they start gradually shifting and sleeping in a little bit too. Not all of them. The boys, I am surprised the 2 boys slept as late as they did this morning because my boys are early risers and my girls sleep in. That being said, okay, I'm just gonna like talk about sleep forever or what? But the girls, you guys, I don't know what to do with them. Whenever they go to bed, they will talk for a good hour after. Like they will talk in their rooms till 10:30 every night right now. And I like that they are such good friends and that they just want to talk at night. But anyway, this is a full day of food. What am I doing talking about our sleep routines? But it's summer. Routines are a bit different. Yes, I have been drinking my coffee this morning too. And I just got our lunch together. So these raspberries are from our garden. We got grapes at the grocery store yesterday. Sliced up a cucumber there. For the kids' sandwiches, I did everything bagels toasted with cream cheese. I did have one of those sourdough English muffins. I can't talk. I've been like rushing around to get this ready in time and I still have to go run and get my swimsuit on. Okay. There was like 1.5 sourdough English muffins left. So I did cream cheese in that one and then I did ham and cheese on this one. I was going to slice up honeydew as well, but I kind of ran out of time and I also feel like we have enough fruit. I had forgotten about the raspberries when I pulled out that honeydew. And then this is just kind of finishing the cookies that are in our pantry. So this is like a quarter full and I think there are about 10 Oreos in there. So that'll be our little treat after lunch. We just got the water bottles filled up too. One of the kids brought me a lunch bag and you know kids, when I ask, can you bring me the lunch bag? Sure, they come and just toss it on the floor. That happens. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill up the lunch bag with all of those water bottles as well as our lunch. I'll take my coffee along with me as well. I just picked this bowl full of fresh blueberries from our garden. Love this time of year and all the fresh fruit it brings. We had a good time at the beach, a good afternoon. I like doing this. I just pack our lunches like I showed you earlier, but I packed enough for lunch that it was enough for lunch and snack. So we got home and just laid everything out, and the kids just snacked on that through the afternoon. And so now it's time to start getting dinner together. I have some broccoli sitting on the counter. I'm about to chop up because I'm gonna make a Korean beef sauce, Korean beef and broccoli. So it's been a long time since I made this, and actually one of my sisters mentioned the other day making Korean beef, and I was like, that's right, I haven't made that in forever, and it's such a nice, easy recipe. So I pulled up a recipe online, ground beef, broccoli. This recipe calls for carrots, but I'm not gonna add carrots. Garlic, oil, green onions, sesame seeds, and then the sauce is soy sauce, brown sugar, vinegar, oil, water, and cornstarch. So I'm gonna make this recipe. I'm actually gonna get my pan starting to warm up here. The first thing I'm gonna do is saute my broccoli. Actually, I better get out. I have a second Instant Pot, and I don't use two at once very often at all, but I love the option to have two. Today it's perfect because my chicken stock is still cooking. It has almost 2 hours left on the cook time, but I also want to make my rice in an Instant Pot. So for, you know, large family food, large family meal planning, I feel like it's not being excessive to have two Instant Pots. The broccoli is sauteing in some olive oil. I'm thinking I could have chopped this up even smaller, a little bit more bite-sized pieces. Some of those are a little bit big. Elijah's just getting started cooking up some rice. And then this ground beef, I just have to show you guys because I went to the grocery store yesterday and they had this beef on, lean ground beef. It's grass-fed lean ground beef in these individual 1 pound packages. They were on sale for $3.97 a pound. Now $3.97 is a great price on ground beef no matter what, but grass-fed, amazing price. I got 12 packages, definitely could have stocked up even more than that. We've got equal parts rice and water. Elijah, I want you to add a teaspoon of salt and just like a splash of olive oil. So just get the olive oil, just kind of one glug in there. You listening?
Yep, one glug.
Okay. I was going to transfer the broccoli to another dish and then do the ground beef in that pan, and then thought, no, what am I thinking? There's no way there's room on that pan. I need to use the bigger pan. I'm not measuring everything exactly, but the recipe I'm using does say 1 pound of ground beef, and I'm doing 2 pounds of ground beef here. So the broccoli, I think that's about doubled, and then Elijah's over here putting together the sauce, and he's doubling that as well. Is that already 2 tablespoons?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Are you sure? Because when I turned around and looked, it looked like that tablespoon was half. You missed quite a bit. Okay, well, I believe that. Everything just needs to get mixed together now.
Whoa, and suddenly it's quiet.
Yeah, there's a lot of liquids on the pan now. Just let that sit, Elijah. Here, come here. A good idea when you're pouring something in is always just to leave the bowl. You mostly got all of it. But then what's on the sides will kind of all pool at the bottom, and if you give it just a minute, then you can pour it again, and all of a sudden you've got like another tablespoon of sauce or something.
Yeah. What's the smell?
So just get that. The smell?
Yeah.
Garlic. I don't know, Elijah. There's lots of good smells in this.
Yeah. Okay.
Lots of good smells. Here's our dinner. The rice always comes out great in the Instant Pot. And here is our sauce. We also just put in bowls some sesame seeds and some chives that everybody can just sprinkle. Actually, Elijah, would you grab me a spoon for the sesame seeds? Everybody can just sprinkle that on top of their rice and sauce. A spoon for the sesame seeds, please. The bananas, or the blueberries, just about gone. We've just been snacking on those this afternoon. And I'll insert a picture here of everything assembled so you can see how it looks. I'm excited to try this one out, and I will link the recipe in the description box. I just poured myself a coffee this evening. I also did have one other coffee this afternoon while I was out that I didn't show. So there's my third coffee. And tonight I'm just having a bowl of these Brookside dark chocolates, the acai and blueberry flavors. I get this big bag from Costco. And I'm gonna close today's full day of food. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.